bigger and better, we back again. Call and text your loved ones, email and fax your friends. Let them know once again the game is over. More than a podcast, baby, we the culture. This urban art, not just canvases and studios. We the city, ATX been in movie mode. It's just time to put the shine on high. Broadcast it to the world on Rough TV Live. Hashtag F your podcast. Hashtag F your podcast for real.
Black, the voice of the city, a.k.a. your favorite podcast DJs, favorite podcast DJ, all that shit. We live in effect. Y'all know where we at. This is hashtag F your podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Today we got a very, very special guest. But before I introduce our special guest, we got a special co-host. He gonna be holding it down for us for this season. My man, MC Heavyweighter.
Yes, Lord. One half of DY Music, Rough TV Live, Winter Circle All Day, Studio Bullies. I'm here. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Get to it. Season 2 at hashtag Every Podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for coming through, baby.
Yes.
Thank you for being my co-host. We about to crush it. We do it for the city. We the city. You already know what it is. Today we got our very special guest, my man. He's a legend.
Right.
He's a DJ king out here in this city.
Yes.
He's really the main DJ holding it down for the locals out here. He only plays and spins the hottest shit. My man DJ J Rowe, what's good, baby?
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you for coming through, brother.
I appreciate you inviting me. You know what I mean? I've been ecstatic. Looking forward to this whole week to come out and do this, man. Thank you for
That's
inviting
what's up, man. Absolutely, man. I definitely appreciate you for coming through. Like I said, man, to me, and I know a lot of people out in this city, bro, you are legit a legend, bro. Like, you really do hold it down heavy for this city, bro.
I appreciate that. I mean, it's just I'm not used. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not used to it. I don't appreciate you. I'm gonna take your flowers.
Flowers. Hey,
Flowers right now. But thank you. I'll take them flowers.
Yes,
That's
sir.
absolute facts. Because just like I was saying, like earlier, like from an MC standpoint, like me and Wallow was doing this shit in Illusions and Mojos, and you know the folks at home remember that, like back in 2010, 2011, 2012. So doing that and moving all around, you know, Central Texas and you know out of the state and shit like that. That's basically what you remind me of in today's age.
Yeah.
Like you are the premier DJ in ATX.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
What I would lead to is how does it feel to be in that position?
It's a great feeling, man, because you know last year I got nominated for the I Am So Austin nominee for the Austin Hip Hop Awards last year. And
Oh wow,
I won it. I brought that home, and
hell yeah.
I've never. I guess it's me being humble and as humble as I can be. You know what I mean? I people just like you said, legend, and then you see me as a DJ. I don't ever put myself up here. I always keep myself right here. Because like it keeps me hungry for more, and I don't want to get to that point where I'm a legend. You know what I mean? And I love it. I'm just not used to it. I appreciate it. That's what I'm saying. And I mean, even my manager, Dominican J, would tell me like, you're not one to. I'm the DJ, or I'm the one that does. No, I just let my spinning, my character, my
your energy, it comes through, and it does. It comes through in your performances,
I just instead of talking about it, I'm just like, here, let me show you, then we'll go from there. And then I've been blessed to be able to working with the culture. Mm-hmm. I just did the Culture Shock 2. And I'm very, very quiet. I'm not one of those, hey, what's up? But I give you all my energy, and I want you to be like, and I want to leave a lasting impression.
Big
Shout out to
fact.
Gutter.
Big
and
fact.
I was just like, instead of saying, hey, how did I do? Gutter came up to me and was like, hey, bro, you see this picture on Facebook page? People on the page are like, who's this DJ? We need to keep him here. Mm-hmm. And those are the energy, the impression that I want to give, and a lasting impression. And I do that for every little show. I do that for quinceañeras, weddings, shows, everything. I just want to be like, that DJ was pretty good. You know?
Hell yeah! I'm sure they say you more than just pretty good, but I love the humbleness. I appreciate that.
I can tell you, like being at the culture event that he was talking about, me and we had these things that we listen to. Like I hate that my ears are so trained for DJing. We have, and Woody can back me up on this. We have these things that we listen for called train wrecks. When DJs do mixes and like the BPM don't match, and
they
you
can't transition.
hear two different songs.
They can't flip properly.
You can't transition to it.
smoothly,
Right.
that's a train wreck.
Yeah.
I've heard no train wrecks coming from this man's mixes.
Yeah.
So everything's been on point.
But with that said, though, I mean, it's because of, you know what I'm saying, I mean, you tell them, I know for a fact the years that you've been doing this, you know what I'm saying, and if I'm correct, aren't you part of the League of Extraordinary DJs?
Yeah, with the League DJs, man, that's been a blessing. But I started off back in about 2006. I started off just as a regular.
OG.
Yeah,
OG.
It started off as, like I'm saying, the whole quinceañera and wedding and all that. I met this DJ and, well, let me take it back before that.
Yeah.
What got me to start DJing is my brother passed away in 2005.
Oh, man, my
brother
condolences, King.
Thank you. I started DJing because we would drop a lot of his mixtapes. The DJs that were going to help me drop these mixtapes kept procrastinating. And I'm one of those people. If I can't get somebody to do it, then I'm going to do it myself.
I hear that shit.
So I picked up the turntables and I met this one guy at the music. Rest in peace, Jaime Lemire. You know, I mean, it was a great DJ. My mentor got me started. You know, loaning me, here, I have this waiting for you. Here's all this equipment. You go make your money.
Hey.
You give my cut. So that's how I started.
That's what's up.
And then I linked up with an R&B artist named CJ the Best. This was back in the day. He's known for a while. He's been around. Shout out CJ the Best.
Shout out CJ. Still doing it. That's facts.
And the funny thing is that I started first at the Victory Grill. So
Okay.
all that led on. I started doing it.
Straight Austin. So Austin.
Oh, too, baby.
And
Let's go.
it was crazy because I would see CJ and his homie, they would have all this energy and your DJ's playing great music, and I felt that energy. And then we kept going on, and boom, I went through a divorce. I picked up MMA just to help me with, getting into the transmission. I quit DJing. I said, I'm not going to do this anymore.
What?
Yeah, I quit DJing for like 2 years.
Wait. MMA? Mixed martial arts?
Yes.
You're not going to rewind past that, man. You going to have to explain that one.
I went through a divorce in 08. And I was diagnosed. When my brother passed away, I was diagnosed with that PTSD shit and depression.
I hear you there, bro. I got both those too. So
energy.
I understand.
One day I was at a friend's house and we were doing the same shit that I was doing. I'm an old guy. I'm old. I'm not gonna put my age out there, but I'm an old motherfucker.
Okay.
And back at
Don't feel bad. You ain't the only one.
I'm old. You know what I mean? So, but back then, and I was doing shit when I was like, before my brother passed away, and I was like 24, 25, and pulling out guns, beating people up. And then when I went through this divorce, I moved out of my house, came back south, hang out with some of my best friends, and we were doing the same shit that I was doing back in the day. So one day we got into this fight, guns were drawn, people were beat up, whatever. And I sat in my room and I said, what in the world am I doing? Here I am with 2 kids, not with me, but
Right.
kids
You had 2 kids, right.
What can I do that's gonna help me transition, help me get away? Because man, I was deeply in love with this woman. I didn't know my heart was broken, and my kids weren't there. So how can I figure out another way to channel that? And I used to love to fight. I was always one of those guys.
I see.
So, but check it out. The crazy thing is, this shit humbled the crap out of me. And I started MMA. My first MMA class was a judo class and an MMA class. My very, very first class, I broke my thumb.
Oh, right out the gate, bro. You didn't make it through the first class?
What could go wrong? This big old guy named Xavier Soto, shout out X, Big X. He grabbed me, flung me in my ass. When I flung, he stepped on my finger.
Oh!
I broke my thumb.
Ooh, nah.
I went back the next day and we're like, all right, cool. So we want to start.
Yeah, that's a doubt from that, bro. But you know what, yo? But I was gonna say, I'm gonna give you props because you went back. No, you went back. Damn sure I wouldn't come back. Nah, that was it for me. My career is over. First day.
Back, and then
so
this guy
you got that.
He's like, hey man, we want you to be in our class. We can tell your energy, yada yada yada. So he's like, I'm gonna put you in this class. It's a beginner MMA and beginner jiu-jitsu class.
Okay.
I said, all right, cool. So I was introduced to this class. The name is the Enlightened Warriors. So I would go to my first day of class. There was nothing but 15, 13, 12. Nobody was over 18. They were all young. Going to high school, junior high, and I was like, fuck. All the older guys were like, why is this older guy training with these youngsters?
Yeah.
Boy, them youngsters whooped my ass. He's like, we were fighting, like, sprawling, but even when we were hand-to-hand combat, damn, the kids were like, let's go. And, this was a person I used to train as a kid, but, smoking so much, drinking so much, eating bad food. I'm sitting on the ground like...
They was blowing you up.
The kids like, come on, fight back.
Exhausted.
They tip-top shape.
And I continued to go, and I didn't let my pride. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back and learn from these kids. So in time, I started getting better. And I started picking up.
Hell yeah.
I started ranking up in my jiu-jitsu, getting higher belts. You know, then I started feeling like a bully with the kids, and I picked up fighting. I never became a professional fighter. I fought 5 times.
Okay.
I got my ass whooped 3 times, won 2 fights.
Okay.
But you know,
so you 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I ain't terrible.
My last fight, I got beat up by some tall fucking 18-year-old kid.
God damn.
But you know, the reason why I say it's humbled me because I was one of those people before I didn't fight, before I didn't do anything. What you looking at? And what you looking at my mom? It's dumb shit. After I picked up fighting, I was like, "Are you sure you want to fight?
Right.
Let me buy you a drink.
Hey.
I don't want to fight you."
Yo, that's what they say, bro. They really say the dudes that know how to fight are normally the most chill. The ones that talk the most shit and be, oh, rah-rah, they can't fight worth shit most of the time. So that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's been cool. And then I fought for a little while, got beat up my last fight. But in that process of, I had a fan following, well, not a fan, but I had a lot of friends in the MMA martial arts.
Right.
Hey, Jerry, we hear you're a DJ. Come DJ our fights or come and DJ our tournament.
Right.
I started DJing tournaments, and I met with this one guy. We actually sparred. He's my old manager. With Dirtbag Life, got in there, started doing shows, started doing all this stuff. About a year later, I met up with Jay. So finally catching up with Dominican Jay and the League of Extraordinary G's. Linked up with them, and man, like, that moment, it made me realize that, hey, I am a part of a team and a collective that has done a lot and has a very big name in their brand. They've done shows with the Ritz, they've done this, they've done on tours. And when you talk about Austin, they are a part of a squad that represents Austin. You know what I mean? Like Basement Lane, Sam Houston Boys, the League of Extraordinary G's.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then for Dominican J to be like, hey, we want you to be a part of my coalition of the Deep League BJs, and let's go. So just a simple fact, the league, man, opened so many damn doors.
Yeah, really.
You know what I mean? And people are like, who's this guy? Like, you know, like, who's this dude? And then all of a sudden, oh, he's with the league. And then once I get to, okay. And then from there, it just started meeting Certified, meeting Gutta, meeting T-Double, you know what I mean? More into the history, you know what I mean? Because I already met Babu Blakes, and then because due to B-Boy City. Shout out to Sando and everybody. I'm not from Austin. I've been in Austin since 95.
Okay.
So a good over 20 years, so I can say, you know, this is home. And you know what I mean? I don't know if I say, I'm from Austin, but I rep my city to the fullest. And I've always seen the talent it has, you know, from Dice Low, like I said, Basement Lane, Gerald G, Nook, just the pioneers, you know what I mean? Even MC Overload, I used to love seeing that's how old I am, the custom sounds. The custom sounds commercials. Yeah. MC Overload sitting there rapping about going about custom sounds. And And come to find out, he's an Austin native. And I was just like, wow. And then it started getting bigger and bigger. And then one thing, like I don't know, when somebody mentioned that not a lot of DJs will start with that. Yeah. But don't go with it. Right. And I always would tell my primo, Keith Corona, bro, I want to be that DJ that, you know what I mean, that breaks. Oh, well, not a lot of DJs do that. Like, why do you want to do this? Like, they would tell me they're not going to do nothing for you. It's not about them doing anything for me. It's just putting on for a bunch of talented artists, and you know what I mean. It started playing for it, and when it started, it was doing shows for South by. We used to do this open mic night at a Spider House. Hey, and I was shout out Spider House, by the way. Yeah, shout out AMX, shout out P-Tech. That's what's up. And that's when I started meeting more artists and, you know, do the South by. And, you know, I mean, I'd always tell artists, here's my card. I love your music, send me your music. I break records. And okay, so I started sending me music. And, like, every show, any gig that I did, whether it was a boxing match, whether it was an MMA fight, a show for South by, I even do it. I still do it for weddings and quinceañeras. Like, I'll play, like, Lofton in Austin. Hell yeah. And they start getting lit, or, you know what I mean? And I continue to do that. And then it just went from there, you know what I mean? And then I think it was Smackola one time. He's like, what do you mean an all-local show? We did a show at Spinners. Smack. Smack. And he kind of just looked at me. He's like, all right, let's see this. And I was like, I'm going to do a whole 15-minute set, just like I did with the 10 minutes earlier. I'm going to play nothing but local music. Yeah, and killed it. Man, lit. You know what I mean? So, but I'm also able to blend that in with Future and whatever's popping right now. I can keep the crowd.
See, that's what I like. No, but see, I like that about you too, and the fact that you can identify that, because a lot of times you do have DJs that they want to put on for the city,
but they're scared to mess it up.
Right.
That was the biggest thing I heard. We'll play it.
Yeah.
We're just scared to mess up our
sets. Right. Or they go too hard and they'll do nothing but a set of Austin artists, and they're not really critiquing the set properly, so they're just throwing in anything, you know what I'm saying, and it just don't sound right. But you, like you just said, you find a nice balance. You throw some contemporary in with the local, right, so people feel the vibe a little bit easier.
But
I think that's brilliant.
I've also heard DJ Roaches spin nothing but artists in one section without putting in contemporary, and was still able to keep that same energy as if he was spinning contemporary. So it's not
a shock that happened. KP was there. KP was like, he really just throw Lofton and Austin in there?
Yeah.
Shout out KP Wallace, you know what I mean?
In between battles.
That's what's up.
So that shows you that it's not impossible to do. DJs are just
No. It's not even. Honestly, I don't even know if it's about fear so much. I honestly think it's just lazy, bro. Like I said, you put in the work, dog. Because again, it's easy to just pick a bunch of random songs from out here and play them. Right. But it's hard to pick the joints, the heat. See, you pick the heat and play it. You know what I'm saying? That's what separates you from a lot of these other DJs.
And that's what gets me. Because they also, in time, eventually I become very close friends, like with Certified. Yeah. I've known a Certified with Dice Low, but there was a moment.
Shout out to Certified too, by the way, bro. Yo, if y'all don't know who Certified is, bro, he is a beast. He is one of the best in Austin lyrically. Like that dude is crazy. So big shout outs to him.
Dice Low, and that's how I was able to get a relationship with him. You know what I mean? And I met him like, hey, not only am I a fan of yours, because most people are like, oh, why do you want my music? Like, no, I'm literally a fan of you. Right. Like, I listen to your music. I love what you do. I love what y'all represent. I love this track. Give it to me. And from there, I met Corey Kendricks, Kid Jones, Tank Washington.
All
types of people. You know what I mean? East 35 or S. Dot. You know what I mean? Everybody. I've been listening to it's crazy.
That's huge.
You know what I mean? It allows me to create relationships and meet new people and. You know what I mean? I love what I do, and I'm going to continue to do it. And there's a lot of, like, I'm still waiting on that day that I get to meet Quinn. I met Quinn, we've smoked a couple of together, but we never actually chopped it up to work.
It's going to come time.
And I know it's going to happen one day, but, you know what I mean? I still play his music like I'm a fan of Quinn. Quinn is a young person.
Absolutely, yo, shout out Quinn, NFN. Yo, one of the hottest in the city as well. Eventually we'll get him on this stage too.
Let me know.
Yeah, we got you. Yep.
So leading into that, speaking of Quinn NFN, he's kind of the leader of today's generation of ATX hip hop.
Yeah.
How do you feel about today's generation?
Today's generation, I love it.
Like, now, do you mean specifically Austin, or you mean in general?
I mean specifically Austin.
Specifically Austin, I love it. You know what I mean? Because there's so many. You know what I mean? He has a whole squad full of cats like Ron.
Yeah. Oh, yo, Ron.
All the NFE guys.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's also, like, you know what I mean? They're not from Austin, but they're Austin. Mona Lisa Music Group.
Oh, Mona Lisa. Yes. Shout out Mona Lisa.
Yeah,
that's true.
Who else? Well, now his name is Who Killed Kenny.
Kenny G. Yeah. Yo, shout out Who Killed Kenny. Yes, that's what's up. He's people too.
I've met all these people, and then, I mean, and there's just so many of them. There's just, I guess, working so many open mics and seeing so many DJ artists, I've been able to see them start from one spot and just blow up into something big. And you know what I mean? Like seeing Quinn when he first started to, like, you know, shout out Lil Stick and Austin Martin.
Hell yeah.
Big shout out Lil Stick.
I mean, I'm trying to go out there too. But it's good. I really like the new generation. You know what I mean? Reason why I said it is something that I like to tell a lot of people. I grew up in an era where rap started or hip hop in general, but I grew up in an era to where it was getting to start to be golden, and it was really people and seeing it grow and transition to so many subgenres, and to when I remember everybody was like, "Oh, this trap music, yeah." I liked it. It was something different because I'm one of those that will listen to. I'm gonna throw y'all out. I listen to Nine Inch Nails, Slipknot.
Nah, what you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? People wouldn't expect that of me.
Yeah, love music.
My playlist is
It's crazy.
Wow.
Right.
And that's
Right.
what allows me
Right.
to like the newer generation. Because
Right.
it's just like people like.
You're more open-minded.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. And I enjoy to see them grow and start out to like they'll grab a niche and, you know, Shut Off Feet has made his style his own. Robot Jones has made his style and has made it. Quinn has grabbed his style because I ain't gonna lie, after I heard Quinn talking about shit, that's when I started hearing people sound like, you know,
Yeah,
like
right. That's
but it was
true.
still good because, you know, I mean, there's this guy named Double, I forgot his name. He's in the UK with Birdhouse. He just got signed too.
Okay.
And I don't want to say I'm not comparing. He sounds like him, but you know, I mean, there is a comparison to a lot of their styles.
Right. He could fall into that genre. Yeah, I got you.
You mentioned Shirt Off Feet. Shirt Off Feet is definitely.
Hey, yo, shout out Shirt Off, man.
I saw Shirt Off Feet rock a smoke out.
That
at
energy.
Scratch House.
That energy.
Boy,
Crazy,
boy.
boy.
And then he represents for the Fat Boys.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Big
old.
shout out Shirt Off Feet, man.
He did not play with that shirt.
do
We
a
did
track
a podcast one time. He came in that whole
No shirt.
No shirt
off.
No shirt.
Okay, we gonna
Bro
find-
usually have no shirts, some overalls, something like that.
Looking like a black Mario.
With
Yeah.
no shirt and just open, just like.
Hey, I love it, man.
Oh, don't worry. He'll be sitting right where you sitting. Probably.
Shout out Shirt Off, you know.
Yeah.
Big music group, man. I fuck with y'all. They know me because they're not gonna toot my own horn, but they've said to themselves, I'm one of the first DJs to ever break their records.
Yo,
Yeah,
I believe it.
I love
That's
it.
what we were just talking about. That's what I said. Like, that's why, you know, like, all right, so I'm going to tell a story real quick of how me and you really connected. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, I'm always moving in the city. I always hear names. I always heard your name coming up. But really, what really solidified, you know what I'm saying, me wanting to work with you on so many levels was, you know what I'm saying, shout out my girl Art Joint, God rest her, you know what I'm saying, RP, you know what I'm saying, we lost her, you know what I'm saying, a few years back, you know what I mean, and we wanted to do something special for her family, you know what I'm saying, because she was special to the city, you know what I mean, she's special in my heart, so, you know what I mean, we put the word out there, you know what I mean, and we wanted people to basically, you know, come out and support, you know what I'm saying? And I needed a venue, I needed a DJ, I needed all that. I put the word out on Facebook, and the very first person that hit me was like, yo, whatever you need, I got you, was my man DJ J Rowe. And that's what let me know you a real G, my dude.
And the funny thing is I'm not gonna sit here in front like and act like I knew Art, because like we've come across people, we've seen each other at Scratch House. But when I found that out, bro, like
Heartbreaking.
it really hurt.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely cried, bro. Like it really. Sorry, I know we're gonna get this, but it really fucked me up.
We
Really
gonna
fucked
talk
me up
on
to the
this.
point
Yeah.
where I sat at home
Yeah.
and I was just like, what the fuck? Like it made. I guess that was the point to where I didn't think about it. Like we could be here the next day and tomorrow
gone.
and I saw the report on the news. Oh, a lady happened on Mopac Mopac, and I didn't think nothing of it. I don't know who posted it, and I sat down and I thought about it. I was like, wow. And I knew what she meant to the city because she was always taking pictures.
Yeah.
She was always wanting to do videos. She was always for the culture. She was always, even if she didn't know me, she would still repost my stuff. And,
she
and that's
supported
fun,
me.
and that's what gave me all the. But when I found that out, man, it's just like, wow. And she was coming home, from my understanding, from a video that she had shot
late night,
And that right there, because I would come home late night after a show and just, you know, I drive home in silence, and it's just like, man, and I live right by where she passed.
Yeah. She gave her heart to this, man. Like she you know, God rest her. She died doing what she loved
for
though.
attention. I didn't want to be like, I just said, you know what? I have, and I still have a great relationship with the old owners of Scratch House.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Yeah, you helped me out so much, bro. Like, I need you to understand, like, she's so special in my heart, because what we're doing right now, she helped me build this, bro. Like, we had late nights sitting up, even this all in our head. We gonna do a podcast, she gonna be my guy, blah, blah, blah. We talked all that stuff, and then she helped me bring it to a reality, and she supported me 100%. So when that happened, and her family reached out, and her friends reached out, I was like, I gotta do whatever I can. So when you was like, I got you, my man blessed me with the venue. He DJ'd, didn't ask for a dime. He chipped in on the charity. Let me explain to you. This man right here is truly for the city. Even if he's not from this city, he's done nothing but support this city. So he needs to be sitting at this desk right now. If y'all ever need a DJ, you need to come see this man, because he is for us. Absolutely. So I definitely appreciate you for that, King. After you did that, I was like, bro, whatever you need, I'm here for you. So thank you for that, bro.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for that.
It was a great night.
Yeah. Oh my God. And he turned it out, bro. Like, you killed it. You did exactly what we were just talking about. He was playing the livest ATX music.
Yeah.
And then he even threw in some contemporary shit in between. But man, he kept that energy going. That was such a beautiful night, man. And honestly, like I said, it wouldn't even happen without you. So you very special to me. You special to Rough Art. You special to Rough TV Live. I already told you whatever you need from us, we got you, bro. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, definitely. But I mean, we talking about that, but let's get more into the origin of J. Rowe. Why J. Rowe? Like, where'd you come up with the name?
Well, it was funny because when I first started, before I became the quinceañera and wedding DJ, I would always pick a name, and I used to like this movie. Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, I think we know that. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Me loving to medicate the way I do, and these two little potheads just sitting here, and they came up with this Blunt Man and Chronic.
That's right.
Cartoon character.
Yep.
Like, yo, cool. And, I smoked a whole lot of swishers back then. I don't even smoke swishers anymore, but I used to smoke a whole lot of swishers, and the name Blunt Man resonated to me. And I said, cool. And the first thing, I don't know why us Texas art DJs do that. Our first thing we learn is how to chop and screw.
Hey.
So I learned how to chop and screw.
Right.
I was like, I'm gonna name myself DJ Blunt Man.
Oh shit.
I stuck with the name, and I was like, yeah.
When
I met up with,
I like
that's what I'm saying. When I met up with the DJ homeboy that passed away, he's like, hey bro, we gotta figure out what name you gonna use, because we can't present a card and be like, oh yeah, I got a DJ. Oh, what's his DJ's name? To a wedding, a big old $5,000 wedding, and DJ Blunt Man.
DJ Blunt Man. He's like, yeah.
So we gotta figure something out.
Yeah, that would be busted.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I started thinking to myself, and I was like, okay, well, my name is Jerry. I said, my last name is Rocha. All right, let me take the J.
Okay.
Let me grab the R-O. And then I saw Zero and SIBO and things like that.
Right.
I was just like, cool. I'll just grab the J and the Rho. So at first, because if you look at some of Zero's album covers, it was just the Z and then the R-O.
Yep.
But you knew that was Zero, so I just started off with the J and the R-O. And people were like, oh yeah, DJ Jerome.
Right.
I was like, all right, so let me start hyphenating it so we can go from the J-Ro. And yeah, that's pretty much where it came from. The origin as having to switch my name due to better possibilities.
Yeah. The Blunt Man probably would
the
work.
Blunt Man would be like, oh yeah, who DJ'd your wedding or your quinceañera? Oh, DJ Blunt Man.
Yeah, that's a bad look. Yeah, I think it was a very smart move.
Let's see how that works out.
Yeah,
Let's see if you get any more business after that.
I think that's a very smart move if you switch that up, brother. So I definitely think you did good on that part. But okay, so you said, you put down for the city, but you're not originally from here. So where are you originally from?
I am originally from the city at the very bottom of the map of Texas, right? The last city before you get into Mexico.
What's that?
It's called Brownsville, Texas.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah, it's past McAllen and everything. It's a little, I don't want to say little, it's gotten a lot bigger, but I was born there. And my mom went through divorce, so my mom came to Austin in '95, and I moved over here with her, and I loved it because like I'm saying, this is how old I am. This is back in the day when the yo-yo days was popping. I don't know if y'all know what yo-yos is. It's just the back in the day T Club days. Club Rio when the b-boying was back in 95, 96.
Okay. That's before me, but I got you.
I started seeing all this stuff. Like, I'm about to give you, if I can't add up my age from now, but in 96, I was 17.
Okay.
And I started going out to these teen clubs and lowriders and b-boying. And, I was
that shit
like,
sound kind of lit. Hell yeah.
Being Chicano Park and riding down Riverside and downtown and this was back in the Gap, and I told him, I don't even want to leave here.
Yeah.
Damn, I got my homeboys that have lowriders, and we cruising, bumping and banging, and I never left. I left a little bit. I went to Waco.
Okay.
But that was.
But you came back.
I came back.
Austin's home, baby.
Yes.
Come home. That's what's up.
I never wanted to go anywhere.
That's what's up, man. That's awesome, bro. And like I said, the city's better for it. So you need to stay here and you need to keep growing.
I'm gonna move to Colorado, but that's a whole other story.
Nah.
I'll be right there with you.
Yeah. Man, listen, they need to legalize so we can stay our asses right here. I don't like cold weather.
No, I deal with it. Now, of course, we got to bring it back to, modern times because we live in different times right now with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Season 1 of F Your Podcast was not in COVID, so we wouldn't have had this set up like this. But, of course, we got to stay 6 feet apart and mask up and shit like that.
Facts. Big facts. Yeah.
So my question to you is, as a DJ who is so used to being out, and so used to making your living off of traveling and things like that, how are you able to stay relevant and stay busy and able to keep yourself afloat during COVID?
That's a good question, man.
The biggest thing, I'm not gonna lie, is my fiance.
That's what's up.
I finally came down to the point where damn, because I didn't know what to do. I had just lost my job when COVID hit. She was coming in and we weren't that serious. And when COVID hit, when they made everybody stay home, stay home, y'all can't go anywhere. She stayed home with me, so it allowed me to be cool, I can kind of take a rest. I played a lot of video games.
Facts.
You know,
you ain't the only one.
So I kind of try to make it as better as I could, and then not being able to make that money really kind of threw me off, and it was just man, well, what do I do? So I started figuring out other ways how I can make money without getting in trouble. So I kind of I'm a handyman. I've always been a jack of all trades.
Okay.
So I started finding little jobs and doing this and doing that, and then I got a job in May of last year. And they were paying me I had finally got promoted to a good spot that was paying me $23, $24 an hour. So it kind of sufficed, but having my fiance there helped me.
Holding you down.
Yeah, if I needed something or how can those, because the extra money was light, or whatever cable, or you know what I'm saying. So my fiance was the biggest thing to help me.
So you know what they say, man, behind every great man, bro. So that's what's up. Big shout out. Shout out to my boy. Appreciate you, baby.
It would have been what am I gonna do? And it bugged me out. You know what I mean? But that's why a lot of people what was a lot of your bad thing? I was what the bad thing was losing money, but it allowed me to gain something great and precious to me. You know, that's when I was this girl. It tripped me out because I tell her, think about it. We were just a benefit thing.
And it turned into something more.
Into something to
sometimes that's how it be. You have fun at first and then you just elevate to, I can do this for the rest of my life.
Hey, yo, truth be told, honestly, I think that's how you find your closest friend, man. You know what I'm saying? Your closest friend needs to be your girl. So, you know what I mean? That's how I think that's one of the best ways.
It's allowed me to see, because I tell my fiance, I'm a popular person. People know who DJ J-Ro is. But I'm the loneliest popular person you ever met. Is that right?
It sounds right.
Loneliest, not loneliest
I know what you mean.
I don't have that many. I have friends that I can consider friends, but compared to people that I associate myself with, you know what I mean? I have tons of those, but I've always been to myself. I don't like to. I'm a real big thinker, and I think about the energy I give off to my artist friends, or if I'm having a bad day, I don't want to go reciprocate. Oh, come over, you want to hang out?
I'm a lot the same way.
I don't want to take this energy and fuck up whatever vibe, but sometimes I got to get out of my hands. Come on, man. No.
Yeah, you're the best. What do they say? You're the best introvert, extrovert. You know what I'm saying? Out there. I'm the same way. I could turn up and enjoy myself out in public, but if I had a choice, I'd rather sit my ass on the couch with my boo playing video games and I'm straight, or with my kids and I'm good.
You're a DJ. You're always going out.
Right. But you don't need to.
Yeah. No, you gotta understand. I go do my stop by. I'm all week at stop by.
Right.
But after I'm done with stop by, let's go turn up, let's go do this, go do that. No, I'm gonna go home and chill.
I spend time with the fam, bro.
How you do it? You don't get tired of being home. Don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? But I've never been one because I just feel weird. Like, you never know. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that also comes with age, too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, for real. Nah, I don't mean it like that. I just mean, you know what I'm saying? You party it all up, and then you get to a certain age, you like, you know what? I'm good.
Back when I was in the clubs heavy, like, I had a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Like, I was working 2 to 10 p.m. in state school, or in some cases 8 to 5 when I got another position.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but if it's a Friday or a Saturday or a Wednesday night, I gotta be I gotta be somewhere.
It feel like a job though after a while.
I don't get home till 4 in the morning. Yeah. And sometimes I'm working double shift, so I gotta be back to work at 6.
Yo, and the funny thing is
I lose sleep.
Right, and the funny thing is people don't realize, like outside people that just work, they look at people like us because we're a lot of like personalities. Yes. And they're like, oh, you out clubbing all the time, you having fun. Like, no, that's just work. Like, right, like,
paid for this shit.
Yeah.
Like, never mind the fact that I love this shit. I gotta go to work here too.
It got to a point to my job, like, you gonna get to Nigeria? Yeah, I'll be a little tired. Oh, okay, because, you know, I come home tired as hell. Right. Go to work, I'm just like,
You gotta do what you gotta do. It's that grind.
Yeah, cool.
It's that grind. But real quick, let's get back. I want to get back to the DJ. I have to ask you this, though, because you do so many shows. Like I said, honestly, in my opinion, I think you're the hardest working DJ in the city. So I have to ask, I know, what is one of the weirdest moments you've had DJing a set? Like, what's some crazy shit that happened? You gotta tell me. I know you got a story to tell me. Especially 6 Street.
I had to keep a chick out of DJ with like so many different characters,
That's
and divas, but I'll just say the one that really sticks out of my mind because it just goes to show me how a lot of people that I wouldn't even know. Shout out Banco because Banco is one of them. Yeah. It was one day at Spider House. We were, shout out P-Tech because he would always tell me, hey, you want to DJ? And then, like I'm saying, I would always host. Yeah. And he's like, you want to host too? I was like, yeah, cool. So one thing about me is I've always been a stickler about rules towards people signing up early. Okay, or, you know, 2 tracks or, you know, some out of, you know, people. So one night, you know, one of the rules of Spider House is before we started doing the featured sets was everybody can only do 1 song. Yeah. And I stuck to that rule. And another rule was you have to be there to sign up. You know, don't hit me on Instagram or don't hit me up on my phone like, hey, J-Ro, since you're there, can you sign me up? I'm sorry. Like, you can be a real close friend of mine, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't want to be unfair to the next person. Yeah. Right. So this gentleman pulled up. He's like, here's my track. I was like, cool. You know, we played it. And I don't know if he wasn't rocking with his own track or whatever. He's like, all right, move on to the next track. And I looked at him and
what? Next track, nigga?
I was like, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? You're only doing 1 track. Right. He's like, what do you mean I'm only doing 1 track? I was like, yeah, this was like already mid show.
This is shit you should have known already. Right.
So what he does is he's right here in front of me. My turntables are right here. And I'm sitting there and he sits there and puts his fucking hands on my turntable. I'm gonna do another show, another track.
Oh shit!
I was like, bro, you're not gonna grab my turntables. I dropped the mic. Everybody heard me drop the mic, and I walked around, and everybody just looked at me. And I mean, everybody just rushed the stage.
Hell yeah, look!
Get your ass off the stage, and that kind of like tripped me out because I've always been very skeptical, but like I'm one to take care of my own problems. You know, you beat me up. Or
but the city was like, nah, bro.
They were like, nah, you ain't about to mess.
That's right.
But one of them, he's just like, no, you ain't gonna mess with my homeboy. They're like, chill out. Frankie P was there too. Aggie was. Everybody was there to just like trip me out. And I had never experienced that before. Like, you know, everybody knows like don't mess with like there's a general don't mess with your turntable.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, that's put his hands on my turntable.
Hell yeah.
I dropped the mic. All right, here we go.
Disrespect.
Yeah, that's one of the many of freaking
I'm sure.
But yeah, man.
Hey, but I like the fact that the city. I told you,
and that's why I like telling that story because it was that because you know I mean it was always cool because they already knew if J-Ro was DJing the open mic then it was gonna be a dope set. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna play everything and anything from Wu-Tang to Suicide Boys to Mona Lisa Music Group to whatever, and he's gonna have everybody listening and have fun.
That's what I love.
One thing you know, you do what you want when you the DJ in the club.
That's facts.
Like, period.
Big facts. And you don't disrespect that table.
Not kicking out.
Big facts. Alright, so we're gonna run through it. I got one more question for you real quick. If anybody wanna be a DJ or they're thinking about DJing, you got any advice for people that wanna do what you're doing?
Go for it. Do it. You know what I mean? the biggest thing besides my brother DJing, what got me going is because I've always been that kid. Listen, once again, I'm gonna show you how old I am. I was always that kid that would buy cassettes and would make a mix, a smoking mix, a cruising mix, just, you know, a depressed mix or whatever the hell. And I would always make tapes, and then we started, Napster came out. Oh shit, we can put it on CD.
Right.
Here we go. And once again, show my age. I started putting all these mixes. If you feel like you have this ear, listen to what I'm telling you. You feel like you have this ear for music, and you feel like you can, like, this is a song, because, like, it's crazy, because I, like, for instance, Nelly, when Nelly first dropped the Ia. But before that song became very, very popular, and where I was like, yo, I was generated to that song.
Yeah.
And I've always been one of those generators from when I was able to, like, 50 Cent, Many Man, just a lot of, and there was always a track that wasn't popping that drew me some, and those were the mixes that I would put together. And then boom, they'd be like, oh, just #1 hit, two times platinum. And I'm just like, okay, so that made me realize I have this.
You got a natural ear.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you have this natural for ear for music, and you feel like you can do this, so try it. You know what I mean? It's
just
not
go
for
for it.
everybody, because one thing you do gotta have is patience. I'm gonna be, and I'm sorry to say, we're a little, well, what's that word I'm looking for? We're not you're not gonna be as appreciated to some people as we feel like they need to be, because sometimes I've been at venues and they treat you like shit, like you ain't nothing, but you like, you know. But I've also had venues, Gerald, you need something,
right.
yada yada yada.
But push through regardless.
Yes, push through regardless. So you make sure you gotta have patience. Be ready to take lead, because one of those, like, I've never been one of those, like, hey, can you bring me this, bring me that? I'll go get the shit myself. I gotta go get it. If I'll go get something set up, or I'm the one that's always in tune with the sound guy, and you gotta take initiative. You gotta just take charge of what you want, because if you just hang around and you're not like that, it's gonna be
right. So long story short, you gotta go out there and get it, and just get your feet, just jump in, get your feet wet, and
the
just
biggest
do
thing
it.
is if you have a knack for music, you know, an ear for music. Try it.
That's what's up. All right, so real quick, we're going to move into this our new little game. We're going to be quick on this one, but this is F up or F down, all right? This is where I'll read you a quick topic. We'll spend maybe 1 or 2 minutes on it. If you like the topic, you know, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Okay. And we'll just move past, all right? Okay. So the first topic, guys, this is current events, right? So it says YouTuber David Durker, whatever the hell that is, says he lost $85,000 from investing in GameStop stocks during the hype. Do we want to talk about my man David Dirk losing 85 grand? Down? Yeah, we ain't worried about you, Dirk. Get up out of here.
I don't have 85 grand to lose.
Right, so no one feels bad for you. No one feels bad for you, David. Moving on. I bet. What about?
Good luck with that, brother.
What about? Okay, my man Lil Uzi Vert. I know y'all heard about this. Apparently, my man put an 11K diamond piercing in his forehead. That shit worth $24 million. We talking about this or what? Everybody want to talk about this one, huh?
There was a meme that I saw that explains this perfectly. If y'all remember toward the end of Infinity War, when Thanos has his neck around Vision. Somebody gonna do that to Lil
Oh my God.
Somebody gonna take
listen,
that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, $24 million, he got security. Ain't nobody running up on him.
It was funny because my fiance's like, what if somebody goes up to him and just pulls it up?
Woo!
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, well, this kid's got more security a little bit, you know what I mean? Because he does got a lot of money invested in him, you know what I mean? And somebody mentioned that if somebody would do that there's a certain engraved type of number or something inside of the diamond. So if that was the case and somebody went to try to go sell it, that they
they track it. Yeah, hell yeah, you better have a damn tracking on that shit. Yo, real quick, that shit is $24 million. It's a pure pink diamond. You know what I'm saying? And my man said he had to put layaway on that bitch. He said he been paying for that since 2017. He been paying for that
since 2017.
That's how much that shit is.
Put it in the middle of your forehead. I
question
every move you make after.
Crazy. All right, moving on. My man Phil Collins, his ex, she's auctioning off a haul of $2 million worth of his shit plus $22K in records and awards. Are we going to talk about that nasty little dispute he had? He lost $2 million right now. Down? We ain't worried about Phil? I ain't worried about Phil either. You got it, Phil. You got it, Phil. You be alright. You be alright. Yeah, you be alright. Moving on.
So Tay,
You moving on. Alright, so what about Courtside Karen? Do we know who Courtside Karen is? So if y'all don't know who Courtside Karen is,
I'm talking about this.
the other day she had a little tiff with our man LeBron James on the side. She got a little mouthy. We want to talk about it? Alright, we want to talk about it. So she got a little mouthy with my man,
told
right?
this bitch to open her mouth on the side?
Hold on. But peep this out though. This is no. Hold on, this is the follow-up. I'm just letting y'all know what we talking about.
Yeah.
So she got kicked out of the arena. Yeah. This is in Atlanta. She got kicked out of the Hawks arena for disrespecting LeBron, right? The follow-up is, right? Hold on, no. Peep LeBron James swag though.
Yeah.
She just apologized.
Yeah, she did.
Nationally.
Yeah, she did.
Saying, what did she say? She said, I take full responsibility for cursing out LeBron James, and I am sorry for interfering and ruining the game.
I bet you do take full responsibility for what they did.
So apparently, Karen she didn't keep her energy.
No, she didn't.
She did not keep that energy.
After she left the arena,
yeah.
She went on live to
she's
explain
hot.
the situation.
Yeah.
Talking about, so he was telling my husband to shut up. And I was like, don't tell my husband to shut up. Mm-hmm. And you shut up. And I tell you, and that's when she got eliminated from the business. So
with her mask off, which she was not supposed to be doing. Being a Karen, yelling at LeBron James, spitting, getting corona everywhere.
Nah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Bad look. Alright, but let's move on. Last one.
Get your money back for your ticket.
Last one. I don't know if y'all heard about this one yet. Alright? This one I kind of want. I'm already going to rate. I want to talk about this real quick. This one. Lamar Odom is doing a celebrity fight. Can you guess who this man's about to fight?
Lamar, hold on. Before you say
basketball player Lamar Odom, former crackhead,
okay.
former Laker. Oh, well, you about to get out rude because we're going to talk about this shit. Goddamn it. Former rockhead Lamar Odom, also former champion, though. Don't get it twisted. My man got an LA ring as well as Rock.
He got two, but
he's going to do hold on. He's going to do a celebrity fight against, not my man, somebody's man, Aaron Carter. Do we know who Aaron Carter is? Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
You talking about? No, Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys. Little brother. Not the Backstreet Boy himself. The younger nigga. The little brother.
Oh, Nick Carter's younger brother.
Yes.
Well, the way the celebrity fight these cats are getting paid
a lot
in the bills.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why.
But come on, bro. This is going to be the most trash fight.
You know what I mean?
And pay-per-view history.
My thing is,
he just smoked all that money that he got up already. But
I didn't expect Jake Paul and Nate Robinson to be the way it was.
That's what I'm saying.
Nate Robinson got his ass put to sleep.
Yeah, but at least those are. Oh well, no, because he's a YouTuber.
You know how much money?
Damn.
Jake Paul can box.
Yeah. But they both athletes
They
technically.
made at least $20 million off that.
I know. But come on, Lamar ain't gonna make no $20 million off this.
Oh yes.
Nah.
They're gonna pay him.
You know what? You might be right.
Money.
No. You might be right. He might make 20. Because I'm gonna watch that motherfucker. I'm gonna watch that shit. He better lean Aaron Carter. I swear to God. If he gets lean by Aaron Carter, I'm spending the next month and a half making memes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Straight roast.
I'm blowing up off the memes alone.
Yeah.
Cause that's the difference. Alright, so we done with F's up, F's down. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate your feedback and your energy on that. With that being said, do you let everybody know where they can find you, find your information, where they can book you, all that?
You can follow me at DJJRO512 on all social media. If you want to book me, my email, or follow me first and I'll give you my email through there. But yeah, man, you can follow me at DJJRO512 on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
That's what's up.
And if you're interested of, booking, I am available. Things are starting to open up again. So, if you're looking for a DJ, a host, curator of a show, just follow me and let me know.
That's what's up, man. Make sure y'all follow my man DJ J Rowe. One more question. What's your F for the day, King? Good, it could be bad, it could be good, whatever you want. It could be a person, it could be a thing, anything.
My fuck you of the day. My bad.
That's the whole point. You can say fuck you, you can say follow, whatever.
The fact that my car decided to break on me Saturday.
Oh.
And the stupid dealership kept on bullshitting with me and like, oh, this day, and oh, this day, oh, this day. So yeah, that's my big.
Yeah, fuck the dealership.
Fuck the dealership.
Hey, we spicy here. You can say the dealership.
Thank God, you know what I mean. But
it took wow.
You know what I mean. They didn't offer no rental. They just like, yeah, we'll take your money.
Yeah.
And then another airfield, I gotta spend like.
You want to shout them out negative, bro? You want to say fuck that place? Do you want to say the name? You can say the name. We spicy here.
Fuck that place.
All right. Well, he don't want to disclose the name officially.
Yeah,
just fuck that
I don't want
dealership.
to mess up my car.
Right. Yeah. Right. You right.
If this customer looks familiar to you, fuck you.
Fuck. Hey, real quick though, Heavy, what's your F for the day?
My F for the day is I'm gonna be a little bit selfish. My F is a follow.
Yep.
Be sure to follow DY Music.
That's what's up.
Instagram, Twitter, at DY. D as in dude, Y as in Young Music _B4. We on Facebook. We all on Spotify, Apple Music. Flow is out now. Young Woody's The Road to Vibes is on that bill.
That's right.
So we got music everywhere. So not just us, but the whole Rough Arts gang. So make sure y'all visit www.roughtvlive.com. See what we got coming on, in the future.
That's right.
The whole gang. Make sure y'all keep paying attention to us, man.
Yes.
ETX, we love this shit.
That's right. Hey, that's right. That's huge. Hey, my F for the day, I'm going to stay positive too. I'm not going to be selfish. I'm going to say, my F for the day is follow. Make sure you follow all these amazing artists. All this artwork you see on this wall right here, that is all local artists out here in the city. Every piece that you see is for sale. You know what I'm saying? If you got all the information to be in the credits of these episodes, every episode you see, this is a living wall. Our goal is to get this constantly changing. I want you guys to come out here, support these artists, buy this artwork. If you got any questions, like he said, you can follow us at roughtvlive.com. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up. You know what I mean? Follow my man Jarvis. My man, he made this whole wall. You know what I'm saying? His information be on the credits. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you follow DJ J Rowe. Make sure you follow my man MC Heavyweight. And you already know. Make sure you follow me, man. You already know, man. Cardigan, baby. Cardigan Black. That's with a K. You know what I'm saying? I'm the voice of the city. I'm your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know where we at, man. Thank y'all for coming out, man. This is #FYO Podcast. Rock.
Season 2, bigger and better, we back again. Call and text your loved ones, email and fax your friends. Let them know once again the game is over. More than a podcast, baby, we the culture. This urban art, not just canvases and studios. We the city, ATX been in movie mode. It's just time to put the shine